Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm actually really excited to be doing this video. I recorded a video for you guys earlier today just talking about my life at Paul Mitchell, and it was really boring because there's not much to tell. And then that was earlier today. I went over to a friend's house, we watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you know how it is, and I came home and I took a shower, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna record another video. I'm going to do it right this time, and I get so many questions about my nails and how I make them look like professionally done, and so I thought I would give you guys my tips and tricks. Disclaimer, you guys know I record on my laptop, and so sometimes it can be really hard to get angles and to make sure that they're like in focus like they should be, and so hopefully this video is not janky. Hopefully I can get it right, but we will see. But I'm basically just going to do my nails for you guys and show you guys how I do it, so hopefully it works out. Before we get started on the nails, I am going to give you guys what's going on at Paul Mitchell, because I know some of you were really interested in my life at Paul Mitchell videos, but they can be very short because there's not a lot to tell unless you go to the school. So let's go ahead and get into the part of my life at Paul Mitchell for this video.
Thought this would happen.
So basically I finished core. I graduated the first 6 weeks of my program, which is core. The program goes core, protege, adaptive, creative. So the first 6 weeks you're in core. I believe I said that 3 times now. And then you go into protege and you're in protege for a week. So starting Tuesday, I will be in protege. And that just basically means I'm in classes all day learning new techniques. And then on Saturday, I'm actually on the floor accepting clients for things like blowouts, straightening hair, curling hair, anything where I'm not permanently altering the hair. So I can't cut and I can't color for 2 more weeks. So after that, then I'll be good to go. Core was amazing. My core class was really small. There's only 6 of us.
It's right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby, you're the one. And tonight, I am going all the way. The way you touch my head, it all goes.
My learning leader, Nicole, she was absolutely amazing. I adore her. She is so funny. My girls in the class were just all very tight-knit, and it was nice to have such a small class so that we could have that. I know the next core class coming in is like 14 people, and hopefully they're able to have a tight-knit class like we were. I just don't know because I'm not in a big classroom like that, but I know for having such a small class, we were very tight-knit, and it was like a sisterhood. Core, you basically learn the basics of hair, nails, skin, and makeup. You do focus way more on hair than anything else, but you do learn the basics of everything. You learn what is your thing and what is not your thing. I did get my hair cut while I was in core. I actually got it cut and colored. They originally colored it, and they did what is called a diagonal slice, and so they didn't do anything that was like underneath here. None of this got colored. But my top got refreshed, basically. And then the second to last day, it got cut, so it's shorter in the back and longer in the front, which is called it's a bob. It's a triangular bob. They call them lobs now, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, it's just shorter in the back, longer in the front. And it's a long one. Many years ago, I had a very short one where it was like here, and it went up and like ended up here. It was very mom do. And then this, I just take my curling iron and I just wrap the hair around it like a wand to get this curly mess that I have now. But yeah, I loved it. I loved core, but I was really excited to get out of there because you're enclosed in 4 walls for 7 hours a day for 6 weeks. And so I'm excited to not be working on a doll head anymore and to actually be working on a live person, and to meet new learning leaders and get out of those 4 walls with those 6 people and to meet new people. But I will still be around my girls, trust me. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for now. Protege is just a week, so there won't be much to tell you guys there. So I probably won't give you another update until I'm out of adaptive or somewhere in the middle of adaptive. But once there's something to tell you guys, I will definitely let you know. So why don't we just go ahead and get into the part that you guys want, that you guys are here for, and that is the nail portion of the video. So the first thing that I could tell you guys is that you want to take really good care of your actual nails. So I take biotin, which is a vitamin for your hair, your nails, and your skin. It's just an extra vitamin that I take. I definitely don't bite my nails. I'm not a nail biter. I'm a cuticle biter, which is really weird, but if I get like antsy, I'll pick, like that's why my nails look the way they do right now, because if I get antsy, I will pick the nail polish off of them, which is really, really bad. But I use this protectant plus called Nail Teaks. I don't know if you guys can see that well because of the lighting, but it just looks like this. I just get it on Amazon. And then I also use a base coat, so hopefully that's protecting my nails, and I'm just actually peeling off the paint when I get antsy and I start peeling away. So the biggest thing I can recommend, you can also take like prenatal vitamins. I know that you can take those even when you're not pregnant, and those definitely help with your hair, your nails, and your skin as well. So the first thing that we're going to get into is we are going to actually take my polish off. I use 100% acetone, and the reason that I use that is because I'm impatient. I don't have time to sit there and like scrub and scrub and scrub. I can just literally go and it's coming off. It's not good for your nails to use 100% acetone, especially if you're doing your nails a lot, because it is damaging to your nails. So I don't recommend using 100% acetone, but it is easier. Okay, so what I have is, I don't even know where I got this. Walmart maybe? And I think I got this at Walmart. And it's just nail polish remover. I got the moisturizing formula because it is acetone, so I was hoping that it would be better for it. And I just use just a paper towel because I don't have cotton balls, so I just use this. And what you want to do is you want to go in a back and forth motion with it, and then up and down. This nail polish is matte. It was a very old nail polish that I used at the school, and it had like shimmer in it, so it's going to be really difficult to get off. So I'm going to have to sit here and kind of scrub at it. But if I had just a regular nail polish remover, I would be sitting here forever. Okay, so now that I got all of my nail polish off, thank God for editing, we are going to go in and we are going to just go ahead and file off anything that's maybe left over, just kind of get our nails to be just an even playing field, because there may be bumps or leftover polish. So I have one of these bad boys, and it's got like 5 things on them, 7 things on them. So the first one is coarse grit to shape the nail, medium grit to refine the shape, fine grit to smooth edges of nail, condition the nail, smooth the nail, and then nail buffer and polish and shine. More than often I will use this one, which is the number 3 step, which is the fine grit to smooth nail edges. Today we are going to use the condition nail because it's not as harsh. So basically what I do, let's see if we can come down here a bit, and I just come in here like this, and I'm going to go back and forth, around, up and down, and really get into where the cuticles lie, because we want to make sure back over here where that nail polish may not have completely come off, that we make sure we polish it all the way off and really get it out of those little sneaky edges. Okay, so your nail should look something like that. Okay, so we're just going to do that to all of them, back and forth, up and down, really get in those sides. Okay, so now we should have all of the gunk off of our nails. And the next tip that I can give you is I purchased this Instant Cuticle Remover Dissolvent by Sally Henson. And it's very jelly-like, and I just put it right here, all along the edges of my nail, all along the side. So it's not just going along the top, it's going along here as well, and up and around and back down, all along the side. Okay? And you're going to let that kind of sit for a second, and it's going to feel, it's very jelly-like. Okay, so I'm just going in and just pushing back the cuticle. And you're going to see some stuff coming off and some stuff not. Some stuff might not come off at all, and you might get some nasties. So then what you're going to go in, once you've pushed all that back, and you're going to look, and you're going to see if you can see any cuticles that are just ready to come off. I see one right here. And this is just, it should just be dead skin, so you really shouldn't feel anything. If you start to feel something, that's supposed to be there. Rub it all around and kind of rub it off. Another good reason to have a paper towel or a towel down, because you will need it. And then we're going to go ahead with our cuticle oil. Okay. Okay, so now we are ready to move on to, we're going to go ahead and file. And the biggest thing, I never, ever, ever use one of these, ever. I honestly don't even know why I own one of them. These are so bad for your nails. Go out and purchase. These are, I believe, $10 at Sephora. And it comes with a little case, and it is a glass nail file. I believe they're $10. And these are so much better for your nails. They don't, with these ones, your nails are always going to be left jagged, and it's not good for them. It just doesn't look clean. These ones, you have such a clean, pristine shape. I've had this one for, gosh, 3 years now. Never have I had to, never is it dull. It's just great. Definitely worth the investment if you're doing your nails quite a bit, or if you just take really good care of your nails, or if you just want to own one. So we're going to go ahead and shape our nails really fast. I just did this the other day in class when I was doing my nails with that orange, so there's not a whole lot that needs to be done. All right, so then we are ready to go in with our first step. So my first step is always, oh, that was close, is always my nail teaks. This is the one that gets my nails nice and protected. So what I do first is I always do my less dominant hand. So I always paint my right hand first, if that makes sense, what I just said. I don't know that it did. I think I said that backwards. And I always start with my pinky. And I start with this one. You can be a little bit more not pristine, but you'll see when I do my actual nail polish that there's a method to my madness, and you're going to want to be really pristine and precise when doing them. So I just kind of go in, I put like a really thin coat on there. I don't know how dog hair got on my nail, get off. And we're going to go in and do the other hand. Just a really thin layer all over the nail. Okay. Kind of wait for that to dry. Now, this is the base coat that I use. It is a white base coat. Some people like to use a clear one. I used to like to use a clear one until I purchased this one, and this one just worked better for me, so I like it. So this is again where we're going to get really pristine and precise. So the biggest thing I can recommend is that you want to get one side of your brush really clean. The other side you want to get pretty clean. It doesn't need to have a whole lot of product on it. Okay? And again, start with your pinky. And what you're going to do is you're going to start in the middle of your nail and push it towards your cuticle. Try to stay as far away from your cuticle as possible, and then come back down. And then you can start at your cuticle again, come down, and come down. You want to do it in 3 swoops. So the point of that is that you want to start in the middle and push it towards the cuticle. And then you want to go to the cuticle and come out towards the edge. Go to the cuticle, come out towards the edge. The biggest thing that I can recommend to make it look more professional and more like a professional manicure is to stay away from your sides and the top of your cuticle. Once you hit that cuticle, it becomes very choppy, very sloppy, and it's not going to look professional. I always paint my dominant hand first, and always start at my pinky. And I actually even do that when I'm doing other people's nails. It's quite funny. You definitely don't want to go back if you feel like, oh, I've missed a spot or it came in too far. Don't go back and try to fix it because then it's going to get sloppy. You're going to pull the polish off. I would just leave it and go over it when you go over it with polish. On this one, you can see I got a little bit on my finger. I could just take that and just shoop. This base coat is to help protect your polish or your nails from the polish. I think it also makes your polish look better. But I also think it lays the outline of where your polish is going to go. rest my thumb on my hands like this. It's just more comfortable for me. And that's your base coat. So you want to make sure that you're staying away from the cuticle as much as possible. Okay, and then we're just going to go in and do the other hand. Same thing, we're going to start at the pinky and work our way towards our thumb. All right. So that is the base coat for the two hands. So we're just going to go ahead and let that dry a little bit. And tonight we're going to go over with this nail polish. I'm honestly not sure where I got it from. I think I got it for Christmas one year. Not quite sure. But it does have a really great formula and the pigmentation is awesome. Okay, so I think we're ready to go in. We're going to go ahead and shake that up a bit. We're basically going to do the same exact thing that we did with our base coat. So again, start in the middle, push it back, and come down. That's all I'm going to do. You can see how there's a little bit of that white left on there. I'm not going to go back over it because it's going to pull that nail polish I already put on there and it's going to make it look sloppy. We are going to do a second coat, so after I go on with my second coat is when I will try to go a little bit closer. But again, I'm going to try to be really careful with that because we don't want to get too close to that cuticle. Remember that. And again, same thing on this one. You can see on both sides, it's not worth it. It's going to still look way more professional if you leave it like that than if I was to get too close to that cuticle. So when I put my thumb on my finger, I always pull the skin back just so that way I try not to get it on my finger as much as possible. My thumbs are really hard for me to do in 3 swoops because I have very large nail beds, but not too bad. We just don't want to make it too chunky. So while this is drying, that's why I go in with my dominant hand first, because while it's drying, it's easier for me to try to paint with wet hands. Does that make sense? Like, it's easier for me to go in this way because I can have more control over my hands than if this hand was wet and I'm trying to protect these nails and paint this hand first, if that makes sense. I have more control over protecting these nails than if I would if I was trying to protect my left hand. So that is the first coat on both of them. So we're going to go ahead and start on the second coat on this finger. Okay, so my 2 coats are on. I'll go ahead and close this up so it doesn't dry out. I'm going to let this dry just a little bit, not too much. And the final thing that I use is my top coat. My top coat is extremely important. I don't use just any top coat. I do purchase my top coat online on Amazon. And my top coat does come with a warning label. So I will go ahead and I will read it to you. It says, let me see if I can find it. Warning, this product contains a chemical known to the state of California to cause birth defects or other reproductive harm. It does smell really strong. It smells like, I don't know what, like paint thinner almost, I want to say. I don't know. It has a very distinct smell to it, but it is a dry, fast top coat, and this stuff literally in 2 minutes I'm able to go do dishes. So I don't mess with any other top coat, and this top coat is called Seche Vite. If you guys can see that. It's very thick. It's like a jelly consistency for sure. I love this stuff. I took it to school when we had nail day, and I was like, use it, use it, use it, and everybody loved it. And I don't use anything else. So yeah. So you want to wait until your nails are pretty much dry to the touch. They're still going to be wet on underneath, so you want to be very, very gentle when you don't want to put your finger down because you're going to leave a mark of your fingerprint. But I just kind of like very gently rub my finger over the top. And I take my Seche Vite and I just really douse my fingernail in this stuff. I don't have any rhyme or reason as to where it goes. It just goes all over my nail. And then I just kind of give it about 5 minutes and this stuff will be completely dry. So that is my at-home professional manicure. I think that it is really great. I'm not going to spend $35 to go into a salon and get this done and have somebody put dirty utensils on my fingers, speak Vietnamese to their coworker, and I don't understand anything that they're saying. I could sit here with my girlfriends. I could sit here watching TV, do my nails, and get about the same result. Obviously, I'm not doing acrylic on myself, but at least I'm getting a manicure with a color service done the way that I like them to be done. This will last me about 3 days, depending on what I'm doing that day, depending on how much anxiety I have and whether or not I'm picking at my nails. Sometimes it could last me a week, and it also depends on the nail polish. If the nail polish wears really fast, then I'm obviously going to get less days out of it. I have some nail polishes that could last me up to a week, and I barely have any chips in them. And then I have others that last me 2 days, and I already have a chip. So for the price that I pay to go into a salon, I could literally buy 5 new nail polish colors. At the end of this video, I will show you guys a clip of my nail polish collection, hopefully, if I have time. But yeah, that is my at-home manicure. Hopefully that helps you guys out. If you have any questions or any advice to give me, make sure that you leave it down in the comments below. And I would love to hear from you guys. Make sure that you follow me on all my other social media platforms. I'm on Snapchat constantly, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. They are all listed in the description bar below, and I would love to hear from you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Mwah!
Pulling back out the driveway, you go, I stay. You can keep all the memories. I thought I was the best thing that ever happened to you. I thought you loved me the most. I don't know why I cry, but I think it's 'cause I remembered for the first time since I hated you that I used to love you. I don't know why I cry, but I think it's 'cause I remembered for the first time since I hated you.